Insecure also came back with season 4. We talked about season 3, I believe, when it last aired, 2 years ago, 3 years
2018, end of 2018.
Jeez. So Issa Rae is back with the whole crew. This was an interesting episode of Insecure because, the vision of her new TSA boyfriend clapping his cheeks, man, that was some rough shit. It's haunted my dreams a little bit. But other than that, I think it really feels like it builds on character growth while also kind of keeping them in the same patterns that they've been working throughout the show. Like they're a lot more honest with each other and aware of their issues. But does that mean that they've actually moved past them? And I think that that's really smart writing from Issa, and that sets up kind of the conflict for the season well. How are you feeling after this first episode?
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it, just because I think some light criticisms of the first 3 seasons, and this is going to be the final season, the characters would make similar mistakes frequently, and the character dynamics ultimately were pretty static, even if a lot of things are technically happening in the characters' lives. But it looks like we're being set up for a bit of more conflict with Molly and Issa. Mm-hmm. I'm not expecting anything drastic. I think Insecure kind of played its hand last year, where when it brought Lawrence back into the fold, when Jay Ellis came back, we realized that the show wasn't going to take any big swings ultimately. So I guess I kind of just rejiggered what I want the show to do for me. And in that case, it's hanging out with these attractive people and having this awesome showcase for a Los Angeles that doesn't really exist anymore, I guess. But, I like hanging out with all these characters. And if we're going to see more of that growth as that's being alluded to, I think that's obviously very appealing. So, more often than not, it's just a great hang.
Yeah, and that's the thing with HBO with Insecure, is it really is like comfort food in a way. And we talk about that with like Parks and Rec or things like that, but I think just the way the show is structured, the way that the conflicts are never super like life or death or super heavy, but still are intriguing. It's almost a bit like a reality TV show in a sense, which I obviously enjoy. I talk a lot about that on the show. Also, I just want more Natasha Rothwell just being ridiculous. Everything she does, I just find so funny. She can't miss for me right now. So looking forward to that. Also, Amanda Seales playing Tiffany and having like complete pregnancy brain is so just a great addition to this season. So good shit.
And of course, the music was very choice. We had Tyler, Migos, Saweetie, Blood Orange, and a brand new Thundercat track. Like, really choice for one episode.
I was wondering if that Thundercat track was like thrown in like this week or like last week with the album dropping.
Yeah. They could have re-edited the mix. Who knows? I thought Black Walls came out, a month ago? Something like that. So, yeah, very possible. That's pretty funny to think about, given the times we're in, that they would still have the ability to make that kind of last-minute edit, if that's really what happened.
I'm not really aware of this, and maybe you've done more looking into this than I have. So HBO recently gave Phoebe Waller-Bridge like that deal to like make shows with them, and
no, it was Amazon.
Oh, it was Amazon. Okay,
but it allowed her to do other things. So it's kind of interesting that Run was being on HBO, and she hasn't actually done anything for Amazon since the deal came out. Obviously, the deal was after Fleabag.
So that was Amazon. I wonder if HBO would ever invest in Issa. I'm sure someone will.
I think she has a deal, actually. That sounds familiar.
But, a young Black woman telling these sort of stories that really hit with people. And she's obviously been blowing up recently. She's been starring in a couple of movies now. How well those movies did, we don't need to talk about. And we didn't talk about on the podcast, but certainly a voice, and it's kind of, I think, the theme of today seems like is identifying voices to invest in moving forward.
Right. Yeah, she did sign a deal with HBO when Insecure started, and then it also looks like she recently linked up with Columbia Pictures for, I guess, movie production. So, yeah, she's very much an in-demand creator.
Yeah, absolutely.